Hello and welcome back to another video. In this one, I want to show you a kind of better way to use APT. And for any beginners out there who chose Ubuntu as their first distro, what I wanted to show is Nala. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. Yeah, I got you guys. For any of you who fell for that, leave it in the comments down below. Anyway, today I'll be showing you something called Nala, which is basically a front end for APT. Now, before I just dive head first into it, let me just give you a quick context as to what the heck am I talking about. Because a lot of people a lot of beginners get confused about the word front end. What does that mean? So APT is Ubuntu's base package manager. So if I want to upgrade my system, I'll do, oh my god, I'm using Arch for so long. Anyway, sudo apt, if I do update, that is basically how I update my packages. So let me give it my password and it will slowly update the repository. It's not upgrading the system, it's updating the system. Okay, so there is a few invalid things, but we don't have to worry about it. So if I do get update, so these two are basically how we update, upgrade, install packages in our system. So there you go. These are basically how we handle them. But you'll notice that if I do sudo if I do sudo apt update and if I do this, why did I do upgrade? I need to do upgrade. Let's see if there is any upgrades. Okay, so there is no upgrade. So if I try to install something, there is a lot that this tells us. So let me install Nala itself. So if I do sudo apt, first we do update and then we install. So I'll do and sudo apt install Nala. Now this is a pretty straightforward package. And this just gives us a better way to kind of look at the output of our apt installs and stuff. So let's just give it a bit of time. Why did it not install? Okay, there you go. So now it should install it. So, and the package itself is not that large. So there you go. Now if I do sudo Nala, so Nala update, you'll notice that it gives us a much better way to look at the thing. So you can see updated, there's no change here, updated. Now let's say I want to install fast fetch. So if I want to install it with APTs, if I do sudo sudo apt install, and now if let's just say I do fast fetch, you'll see it gives us kind of an overview, it installs it, that's about it. But for any beginners, you don't know what the heck is going on here, what it's doing, like what is going on here. It's really confusing. So same thing for if I want to remove it. If I do sudo apt, let's do remove. Is it remove? I haven't used this in a bit. So yeah, it is removed. So you can see it removes it. But let's do the same thing with Nala. So if I do sudo Nala install fast fetch. So if I hit install, now you'll see it gives us a bit of an interface. So if we compare it to this, you can see there's no borders, there's nothing. It tells us, yeah, installing fast fetch, installing dependency, this. But in here, you can see it tells us package is fast fetch, the version is this, the size is this. It's much more intuitive and we can actually see what's getting installed. Because a very beginner user probably doesn't care about dependencies. So now if I hit yes, and you can see it literally gives us a progress bar. So if you're installing something relatively large, this gives us a progress bar. It tells us what is the speed of it. It tells us, yeah, it's unpacking it, it's setting it up, it's processing it, and it's running dpkg. So you can see it already makes our the output itself much better. Now, there are a few things that we should configure before we go around playing with Nala. First, let me check the version. So if I do / version, we can check the version. This is also how we can kind of check if it's installed or not. Now, let's say we want to check for the fastest server. So if I do sudo Nala fetch, that's it. If I just do this, it will fetch Ubuntu mirrors and kind of check which one is fastest for us. So it's actually pretty great. Like if you move to a different country or if you move to a different place, it can help you to kind of just instantly have your laptop or Ubuntu system instantly have that mirrors instead of you having to use your older mirrors and going in manually and configuring everything yourself. This gives you a good overview. Like I said, a beginner friendly way to kind of see your own packages. And what Nala basically does, it gives you a kind of a UI in the terminal So for anyone who is relatively new to Ubuntu or even any Ubuntu based distribution, and to be honest, anything that is based off of Ubuntu will have this Nala thing in here. So even if you're using a Linux Mint, you can have this to kind of make your life a lot more easier, because Snap Store is useless. So now there you go. It checked 600 mirrors while we were talking, and you can see it gives us a few like mirrors that are fastest. Like it gives us ranking of which are the fastest, which is less faster. So it will ask us which mirrors we want to keep. So let's say we want to keep the top 3. Yeah, the top 3 should be fine. So it says we want to separate it by space or a comma. So let's say I want to do 1 space 2 space 3. I want to keep these 3. If I hit enter, and you can see it will tell us what's the score, or which mirrors are we keeping, and it's asking if it's okay. Yeah, these are the mirrors that are okay. So we hit yes, and the sources have been updated. Now for everyday command, the one we said update commands, if we do nala update, and you can see it just updates everything now, and you'll notice that it won't have any mirror issues because we got the mirrors updated as soon as like the mirrors got updated. You can see the speed at which our network is pulling it, the percentage, that's how much it is done, and how long it will take. These are informations that are very helpful when you're working with walls of text and running commands to know what percentage it is. So yeah, we still have the errors, and I think this is for our my local server, which is invalid for 9 days. For it's fine. Now for the upgrade part, so let's clear. If I do sudo nala upgrade, and you can see there you go. So yeah, all packages are up to date. So let's install another package. So if I do sudo nala htop, sorry, I need to do install. So you'll notice the command itself doesn't change too much. And in here, you can see that it's installing htop, there you go, version, and you can see the package LM sensors is like suggested, but it will not be installed, which is good to know. So if I do yes, it will be installed instantly. So the gnome shell like this requires a reboot. So yeah, so let's just run htop real quick. There you go, htop is running. Oh, it's barely using any CPU, but it's using 1 GB of RAM. That's fine. So we have htop. Now let's say we want to remove it. So it's the same as apt. We do sudo nala remove htop. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So there we go. Now same for purging dependencies. If we do sudo nala purge htop, so to remove packages and its configs, so htop. Okay, so htop is not installed, but fast fetch is installed. So if I just do fast fetch, it should, yeah, there we go. Now in here it says auto purging, so the package it is purging, and it's also purging fast fetch. So let's do this, and it deleted everything. Now that that is done, let's say we want to search for a package. We can simply do nala search. Let's say we want OBS. If I do OBS, you can see the output itself is really defined. So let's do it with apt. So apt search OBS, and yeah, there is a lot in here, like a lot. Yeah, I know there is also a lot, but let me just do this. OBS Studio, does this not have that? Oh yeah, there you go, we have OBS Studio. This is from apt. Let's do it with nala just to compare it. You can see we only get this right here, but in here there is libobs dev, and there's like different versions, and we have OBS plugins and OBS Studio right here, and it also tells us the version right here, and I think this is which server it is using, and also a bit of description. And this is much more intuitive and a bit more, I would say, pleasing to look at. So now let's install fast fetch again. So fast fetch, there you go. Let's see if it's working. Fast fetch. Okay, it is working. It's a bit weird, but it is working. But let me just clear this out. And if I do show, this should show information about our package. Let's say fast fetch. Yeah, there you go. The version, the architecture. And is it different than apt? Let's see. I would say the main difference between these two is kind of these highlighting parts right here, like these things. Links are highlighted, the version is highlighted. I think the highlighting is the main difference between these two. Oh, but this has, okay, now if I just clear this out, and then we can auto remove as well. Like I said, it's basically apt, but we just use nala instead of apt. Now let's do auto remove. There's nothing that needs to be auto removed. Let's just do again clean as well. It should clean up everything. Cache has been cleared. Now Nala also has history. So if I do Nala history, you can see these are the installs and purges that we did. Does APT have history as well? Okay, yeah, APT does not have history, but Nala does have history. So it keeps track of what we installed and what happened during those install, which is great if you want to keep track of like what is installed. But there is also a good thing. We can actually revert something. So here you see we do install htop, and let's say we remove the htop and something happened here. We can do sudo nala history undo. Let's go to number 3 or number 2 number 3, sorry, undo. We want to undo number 3, and since we removed the htop, yeah, it will install htop. So basically if you want to undo something you did, that maybe something that broke some of your packages and you're confused about what you installed that did this, then yeah, you can revert it back to where you were. Again, if I do this, you can see now we have another history, which is undo. I think it is different if I use sudo. Nah, it is same. And you can see it does tell us that we did history undo 3 at this point. So that means we'll install htop. Now we can also see the, I would say, information about it. So if I do now history info on number 3, we can actually see what happened. So we can see we removed htop and this is what happened. Let's say we install fastpace and we want to know what happened there. So if I do this, you can see these are the packages that got installed. So after installing a package, it keeps track of what happened to it. Now let's say you are like, it can be very confusing to kind of switch between them, but if you want to use Nala as default, there is a very good way to do this. So if I do sudo Nala, let me install nano for this. There you go. Okay, so nano is here. So if I do nano and then tilde slash, so if you're using bash, we can do this in bash rc. Since I am on the default Ubuntu and I haven't modified anything, I'll keep it like this. And I think in the coming videos, I will probably show you how to customize your terminal, because in Ubuntu's one, this looks, I think, horrifying. And I think I'll customize GNOME as well a bit. Anyway, after we get in here, whoa, this is very nice. It gives us text highlighting in here. But anyway, in here, and let's just go to the bottom. So if I do control end, it should give us to the bottom. And we just add a few things. The first thing is if we do apt like this, we're adding a function which will, I would say, basically kind of, so do command, so it will tell us command nala. So if I do apt, it should kind of substitute it. So add, there we go. Now after that, we have to kind of add it. So if I, this is basically, if I add, like do apt, just use nala and whatever I used after apt. Now for sudo, it gets a bit different. So if I do sudo, so I'm showing you this because if you guys want to kind of use this nala as default, this is a great way to do this. So now add this. Now if I do if, so we're doing an if statement. If, let's say 1, so this is basically if we are running with sudo, and if the first argument, this is what we're checking, if the first argument is equal to apt. So we're basically saying if the first argument is apt, so if we do sudo apt, the first argument is apt. So apt, then we do, first we do shift, and then we do command sudo nala. So we're basically substituting sudo apt with sudo nala. And again with the $@. So $@ is basically whatever we put after sudo apt. And now we have to tell it that if it's anything else, because it will freak out if it says something else. So if it's anything else, we want to run it as normal. We want to do it as command sudo and @. So there you go. And now we have to end the if statement. So we do fi, and there we go. Second bracket. So this should be all you need to kind of set nala as your default. So I do Control S and Control X. And then we have to just source it. So bring up this command again with the arrow up key. We do source. And now if I do sudo apt update, see it is running nala in the background, but we are typing in sudo apt update. Let's say we want to install curl. So sudo apt install curl. See it is running nala in the background instead of running apt. So it's a really neat thing that you can set it up. Now a few things worth knowing before you go all in on nala. Nala is a front end. It's not a replacement. apt is still there. If something ever breaks with nala, you can always fall back to plain apt, and then they share the same package database. So let's say you have Like you run a command and for some reason nala breaks or it doesn't work. You can actually just go back to your bash file and just remove this part and then continue on using apt in case something breaks. If you're since Nala is a front end, if you are using scripts and stuff, or if you're running scripts for your system, it should still use apt. If you're running shell scripts, automations and stuff, stick with apt in those. Nala's output formatting can confuse scripts that parse apt output, since apt is built by developers for developers, so it is easier to automate than having this like outputs and stuff, because these are all ASCII characters, these are all text, so it can confuse some automations when you're trying to run them. Now it works on any Ubuntu 22 or newer version. It's also on Debian, Linux Mint, Pop OS and any other apt based distro. The install command is same everywhere, so if you're on like some other distro and you're and you're thinking you might want to switch to Ubuntu, no, if you're on a distribution that supports apt, Nala will work on it. Now updates and everything, like we said, comes through apt is not getting replaced. So that is everything we need for Nala. We installed Nala from Ubuntu's universal repository with one command. We ran Nala fetch, we did all of that, we used Nala for a bit and it works. So apt works. It always worked, but Nala makes it actually pleasant to use, and for beginners especially, that cleaner output removes a lot of the confusion about what's happening on your system. So if this video helped you, or if you found something new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I post Linux and sometimes, I think it's mostly Linux nowadays, but Linux and Windows content occasionally. Leave a comment if you've been using Nala and what you think of it. So join the Discord server and also support me on my Patreon. It does help out a ton. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.